Hello, everybody. The last time these readings from the letter that Paul wrote to the church in Rome popped up in our preaching was 3 years ago, when we were at the very beginnings of what turned out to be over 2 years of the COVID-19 global health pandemic. And now here we are 3 years later. And these verses have popped up again for our preaching and our teaching. And they find their way into our life together in the midst of a lot that has changed and a lot that has stayed the same. Although we have been able to be worshiping back together, we find ourselves in the midst of a world still experiencing so much division. And so this summer we will re-explore the letters of Paul to the church in Rome and ask ourselves the question that continues to resonate today. How might God's saving and reconciling act in the death of Jesus Christ be the model for our reconciliation, both amongst ourselves and for our divided world? Together, we will explore Paul's writings to the church, both as the basis for our preaching, but also in our singing and in our praying. So I invite you to consider bringing your Bible to church, and I invite you to check in on these messages and worship services at home or on the road in your own worship devotions and study. We will be revisiting this theme as a way to help us unpack our church's mission to forgive as we have been forgiven, as we continue to welcome and serve each other and our communities. This is as radical a notion today as it was 3 years ago and as it was 2,000 years ago. Join us as we begin this series together this Sunday, July 16th, at all of our worship services, both in person and online. I look forward to seeing you in church.